at Rincon Field in Tucson, Arizona, preparing for the University of Arizona versus Utah Tech men's lacrosse game. An out-of-conference game today for the University of Arizona, as Utah Tech is part of the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference, and they're making their way through Arizona, playing a few of the Arizona teams. They've already played Arizona State and Grand Canyon, and they're wrapping up their tour here in Tucson. It's a beautiful day, and we're looking forward to it. We're here on the MCLA Network reporting for Varsity Sports Show. This is Kiana Watchman, your play-by-play coordinator, and I am here with
Make shape, and great day out here this afternoon. It's kind of actually it's a little bit breezy and cold for Arizona, if you ask me. But that's perfect for us.
exactly. Yep, definitely feeling the wind.
They're shooting there.
Definitely feeling the wind today, but the sun is out regardless of that, and I think both these teams are geared up and ready to go. They've been warming up here for the past hour and a half, so I know that they're getting their juices flowing, and Arizona's ready for another game as they come off from a win on Saturday against USC. Utah Tech has suffered 3 losses on the season so far and are looking for a little bit of redemption here before they start their conference play.
So interesting feature going on in this game. Couldn't get the normals fan at Citi Field, so we're down at the field where the Blacks Cats actually practice. And so you'll notice that this grass is all beat up. It's a little bit choppy. The crease is literally a beach. They infilled it with sand, which I don't think was the best choice, but that's what these guys are going to be contending with. The other thing that they have to contend with on this field, and I know this was back in the day when I used to practice down at this field, is the goal on our right. That's facing directly west. When that sun gets down, all you have to do is shoot at your shadow. It's going to go in because the goalie can't see it at all. I'm sure that both teams are aware of that, but it's going to be interesting to see how much they shoot at their shadow today.
Yeah, definitely a huge skill tactic, and I would definitely, if I was a captain, I would have considered that going into the coin toss, kind of setting up your goalie for the most success. So we'll see if the Lax Cats were able to use that to their advantage today.
Well, they're going to be defending in the sun on the first quarter at least. Um, it's going to even out by the end of the game, but it's a factor they're going to have to contend with.
Definitely not a bad deal. So for our head coaches today, heading the University of Arizona lacrosse program, our very own Matt Blamey. And the head coach for the Utah Tech team will be Hunter Henrik. And on what you can't see behind the headphones is that we didn't bring long chairs, so we are just
On the ground.
doing this the old school way, sitting down and just watching. But
Yeah, right now I'm watching one of the refs down checking out the goals, which they always do at the start of the game, and he's a little bit perplexed about the crease. A little bit more sandy than he would anticipate.
yeah, we definitely, with this being a practice field, those lines aren't quite as defined either. So,
Yet better than the game. Lines at the game were horrible.
yep. I know. I feel like that's always how it is early in the season. Usually they just put off painting those lines, whoever's in charge, and they have to get redone pretty often.
They do. Well, they're out there repairing the net before the game starts. In the last game versus USC, shot went in the corner, went right through. I thought it hit on the outside, but it actually went through the net. So they're double checking.
This U of A team really, really excited for this game. They're coming off of a high, so hopefully that energy continues. They also have some games coming up here soon, some non-home games. So those are going to be interesting as well. They'll be playing UCLA and Utah the next few days over the weekend. So
Yeah, next weekend out in LA.
big games for these guys.
Well, Arizona's fortunate. They started the season correctly in
Mhm.
that they won their first game, conference game, and actually Utah Tech is 1-0 in their conference in the
Mhm.
Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference, which is a tough division. They got Colorado, Colorado State, Brigham Young, Utah.
Mhm.
Those are all good teams.
Yes, very, very talented.
Handshake. Goalies taking off to their cages.
It will be interesting here. Looks like for the team stats for Utah Tech, they have about 5 goals for their season so far. And it looks like we have multiple players who have scored goals. There's not really one leader in goal scoring. Attacker Carson Killman, Justice Cooper, the defensive midi, and Max Gosen, the attacker.
Wow, that was an out of bounds play right in front of us. I thought he was
Yep.
going to land on me.
I know, I was definitely prepping. Ethan Messer with that save. And they're getting started quickly.
I don't know what the call was there. Maybe in the crease. I'm not sure.
It looks like Utah Tech is going to begin their very first offensive push towards the goal.
I think somebody wasn't paying attention. That was too easy a clear right there. All right, now Arizona's going to set up in their defense.
Got number 2 carrying the ball behind the net there, and they're going to try and circulate this ball. It's great defense there at the top from number 32. Good pressure.
Well, Utah Tech has not scored a whole lot of goals so far this year, so Arizona's going to come out. They're going to play aggressive man to man, and that limit their ability to get stuff done if they're successful at this tight man to man. That's what they're playing right now.
Right. And almost with a takeaway there for number 15 for the University of Arizona.
There it is. There's a turnover. Oh, this no pass. This is fast break here.
And that one was deflected by number 28 for Utah Tech. Another great defensive play, way to keep their head up and look for that ball, but just as quickly, there's a 50-50 ball on the ground there. And,
Well, that's a push by
yep.
Utah Tech, so it's going to go back to Arizona. Utah Tech tried to push the ball up the field too quickly at the time.
Mhm.
Just going to have to be a little more patient. It's Gunner and Blake Eklund at the top. There's the feed in there. Got through off the pipe. Good pressure on Arizona's offense there. That
Mhm.
Utah Tech a little bit on their heels in that last play.
Right. The
All the way
facilitator, number
across.
7, is
All
going
the way
to
across.
pass that off to Ethan Messer.
That was a pass.
And yes, I would have to agree. Great save from number 7 for Utah Tech. Ethan Messer and number 7 have worked well together in the past, as I know that there's one goal credited to them from last game. They try to pull a screen there.
This wind is picking up, as I'm sure everybody can hear. There is an herring tail that's out of bounds.
And that is going to turn the ball over to Utah Tech.
Back to the goalie. So now Arizona's going to fall back and then jump them as they come up close to the midfield line. Should be here. Utah Tech had a successful clear, but it taken away
Hmm.
immediately.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because they are successfully bringing it all the way down, doing all that work, but then they can't, unfortunately, hold on long enough because of U of A's good defense. U of A is planning to attack again here, being patient with the ball.
Nice catch.
Another shot.
Goalie's pretty good today.
Hmm.
I don't like his outlets, but his saves are incredibly good so far.
He's been holding down that net, leaving both teams scoreless, but definitely University of Arizona in the lead with shots on goal here. This could be the battle for the ground ball. Utah Tech picks that up.
Knew that was coming.
Hmm.
Two guys on him, right, running down the sideline. He's going to get pushed out.
Yep.
Exactly what happened.
University of Arizona is looking to slow things down a bit, get set, and then really get their offense going like before. We'll see what kind of pressure Utah Tech puts on them. 40 rips it, and that is another stop
That goalie's all over it
for
today.
that goalie. You think it's the sweats again?
The sweats help. I don't think they made a save for him yet. Game is early.
And it looks like they choose the same option. They choose to go to the side there for their clears, and they bring it up to the offense.
So Utah Tech's just getting it around. That's aggressive defense. They're out to
Yep.
far. They're
Mhm.
on him close. So now he's going to have to.
Yep.
Go!
And that is going to be the first goal of the game for Utah Tech. Number 3 on their team.
Well, that's the price you can pay when you play tight defense like that.
Mhm.
But I didn't see any decisive slide to take care of
Yeah.
the guy getting loose there.
I'd have to agree.
Stick check, and that was about it. That'd get the job done.
That's going to go to Steele Cooper for Utah Tech as he's the first to attack out of the gate.
There's a nice face-off.
And the faceoffs are really what the University of Arizona succeeded in last game, and I think led to them having the most time of possessions.
Kirby got the first face-off too, did he not?
Mhm.
All right, so that's two. Oh, he was way out on him. Look, he's fine.
Mhm.
Swing it. Oh,
And 40 going for another shot. He's disappointed in that one as that's his second shot that's been saved by the goalie so far in this game.
that shot didn't have much of a change of plane on it.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say it was an easy save, but
Mhm.
easier than other shots.
Luckily, a big turnover for the University of Arizona as I get that. Yep. So far, this game has really been back and forth, back and forth. I'm seeing a lot more, I guess, just impatience in this next
I
game.
don't know what the call
Yeah.
is here. So Arizona's going to set it back up here.
Like I said, they're going to use the side to kind of get open, but he doesn't have a outlet.
That's a good ride there.
Yes, that was a great ride.
So Utah Tech again gets to set up in their offense. They had success when they were dodging from way up high.
Mm-hmm.
They do like to bring it back behind.
Ooh, that would have been a great goal right there as there's a flag.
Is down.
That one was a little dicey for them.
Well, this is going to be the first man up play.
Are we cutting to Drea only on the ones that we score, that U of A scores, not on what Utah Tech scores? Just U of A? Okay.
Let's get a wire. Yeah, let's get a cable.
All right, so this is going to take a lot of communication here from the U of A men's defense, and luckily, 37 comes up with the ball for the University of Arizona. Ethan Messer getting guarded pretty tightly as he's looking for his relief. Loudonridge comes in. And he gets swarmed as well. Utah Tech playing a very, very aggressive defense right now. Looks like they're doubling because of the man down situation. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout.
They're going to have a hard time getting away from Loudonridge. That made it up for you.
Switch. Do you want to switch it to Drea or no? Oh, okay. We're streaming on the NCLA. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be streaming on there.
Check.
Oh, wait, can you hear me now? Okay, we're good. Yep, we're good. All right. And so we're starting in the place of the foul. Ethan Messer with the ball.
Chased by two.
Yep, they're definitely going to use that double team to their advantage here in the man down situation. And that's how the best defenses do it.
I think Ethan's faster than the guys guarding him, so he's just taking him off the goose chase.
Yeah, I'd agree. Not tight enough defense. And when you have that double there, they really need to be on man just as tightly as the other defender does. So and that feed is going to go out of bounds, giving Utah Tech the possession here. Number 24 is going to pass that one off to the midfield. And like we've been seeing, really, really tight defense on both ends. But right there, when you're when you're defending and they break loose from you, you really need to call for that help and communicate for the help there, so they don't just have a fast break to the net.
Well, Utah Tech was working their offense with only 5 guys there for a while.
Mm-hmm. And looks like that pass wasn't read. We'll see if he gets the hustle play here.
As I advised, he just did there, throwing this back in with that. No knockout. That's a fair play. No call.
That's going to be picked up by Utah Tech as they bring that back down and they throw that one away.
Well, it's been kind of sloppy on both teams' parts so far. There's been a lot of unforced turnovers.
I would definitely have to agree with that.
See it get cleaned up here a bit.
Show off those stick skills. I'm wondering if it's because of how tight this man-to-man defense has been on both sides of the field. I'm wondering if there's some hesitance there.
They get a little bit anxious if they feel a lot of pressure.
They get rid of
the ball. That's not always go where you want it to. Part of the reason why you play the tight D.
They're going to try from the top again. Same spot where they scored last time. And he went in for the shovel shot, and it was not.
Let's just say it was not on net.
No. Gotta pick up that ground ball.
There's not a lot of movement on Utah Tech's part off ball.
Yeah, I would have to completely agree. Not a lot of cuts going on there through the middle. Seems to just be passing the ball around and trying to beat out their defender, which
one ball for a shot.
yeah, which has only successfully worked for them when um that offender wasn't picked up. Right open in the middle, a great clear for the University of Arizona here.
Well, Arizona's showing some patience on their clear.
Oh, and they're pulling the ball out a bit more. They know that they're getting that tight man-to-man coverage, so giving themselves a little grace by moving out. Let's see who's going to get the ground ball.
Well, this is a result of a bad pass.
There's
somebody who wants the ball. That was Carson Kraft on that ground ball.
Great pickup for Carson. As I said, he's usually the facilitator here, especially with the plays, as he usually resides down on X. So we'll see if he ends up feeding anyone in this possession. The ball comes loose.
He just took it right into two defenders. Didn't give himself much of a chance there.
He's going to let the defender bring that ball up using the side. There's a drop ball as he comes in. Hustle play for number 8 from University of Arizona. He gets that ground ball. Yep. And that pickup from Sean McDonald leads to a goal for the University of Arizona.
Carson Kraft. First one to notch a score for Arizona.
It's nice getting them back here on the board.
We don't have the clock
Yeah.
We're looking at that little scoreboard over there. The numbers are flapping in the wind. It is 1-1.
Yes, it is 1-1. And that's gonna be Carson's second goal of the season so far. We got a new midi squad coming out here. Some fresh legs as the University of Arizona controls this possession so far.
Your loss of bringing it back.
He tries to set the pick and roll, but the defense did not fall for it.
Carson working it in from X. Nice feed.
Oh,
That was there.
yes, it was. Number 9 with the pickup for the University of Arizona. He looks for his options. I see a lot of standing right now in the U of A offense, so. Yes. Ethan Messer with the feed. And just a little too high there for his offense, for his attackers to grab. We'll see who gets possession of this ball as it rolls out of bounds. That's going to go to red, Utah Tech.
Okay, set up in their ride. And it's going to be a 50-50 ball. Quarter?
I believe so. I'm going to say that's quarter.
Do you want her to? I mean, that's on you guys. You guys want her to go live? Does she have anything to report? Okay.
Okay. Do you want to send it over to her? And we will be passing this over to Andrea, our live correspondent.
Need a battery.
You need a battery.
Black Magic not on? No, I mean the volume, the audio.
We're staying here.
Oh no.
No, for scoring. For the goal. For the goals. It was okay. Getting to the start of the second quarter going here.
Got to give that face off to Utah, unfortunately. Got knocked out of bounds by Arizona.
We have a 1-1 game going here. And there's a flag. Probably going to be on the University of Arizona.
No, I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah.
It was a consensus because there's no flags out there. So
Yep.
it's going to be the second opportunity for Utah Tech. It's been a man-up situation for them. And as you recall, the last time they gave the ball up, and then Arizona just had to do a little bit of running on the offensive side to be able to get the penalty.
Yeah, definitely last time in this situation, Utah Tech did not get to reap the benefits of it on the offensive side, but their defense did double the ball for University of Arizona's offense, keeping them from scoring as well.
So I don't like this because the MCLA website to get my roster information doesn't have a number 15, and he's out there on man down. I don't know who it is.
Number 15 for Utah Tech.
No, number 15 for Arizona.
Let me see. So it looks like for 15 for Arizona, we got Luke Helmacy.
I don't know why it's not.
Yeah.
What is he, a senior?
He is a. Let me look here. He's a sophomore.
Only sophomore.
Yep, from Santa Monica. And we got a clear out here to Utah Tech. So number 3 brings this one in. And he tries to rip it.
Well, he made a good save there. He got down low on it. Nice look. Nice pass. No pass break.
University of Arizona prepares to pull this one out. They set up their offense. Still, Utah Tech playing pretty tight defense. Pulled out with the offenders out here. Well, the attackers.
Well, they're two short sticks up top. Last game they were inverting a lot. I haven't seen them do it yet today.
Mountain Ridge with the ball. And unfortunately, that one's going to be picked up. Utah Tech taking this one around here. They got 15 at the top with the ball. And they're looking for a feed. They're going to have to beat out the shot clock.
Nice trail check.
And that ground ball is picked up by number 27. Let's see if he can hold on to it. And unfortunately, great stop by the goalie. And there are 2 flags on the field.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see contact with the goalie. That's a penalty. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's what they're calling.
I bet you it will. Luckily, goalies do have that protective crease that keeps them from contact with the attackers, but that was just a bit
Well,
of
the
a quick
goalie's
play.
very territorial nature. They don't like anybody around. So they drew a circle around it. No one's allowed it.
I know. Those were one of my least favorite penalties playing lacrosse was crease violations.
You sound like an attack.
It looks like they're going to take a timeout here. I'm interested to see what penalty they're going to give UT. University of Arizona definitely with the bigger roster. Just looking at comparing the 2 rosters alone, University of Arizona definitely has a step up on number of players, but Utah Tech also holding their own very well in this game, as it is still 1-1 in the second quarter. Definitely a lot different of a score than what we saw on Saturday. At this point, I believe U of A was at about 4 goals at least, so.
Well, it was in the second quarter where they had the roughest time. Yep. Penalty on Arizona is what it was.
shot off faster. That's what he's going to want to do.
Mhm. Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, it looks like his defender, wasn't sticking ahead of him. Rather, they were still behind him, giving him that open shot. This should give Arizona a bit of a breather. Still should be playing tight defense, but at least they're evenly matched up now. Got
Got that shot off. I've seen Utah Tech do a lot. They like to bring it in from up top, dodge, and
what else I've noticed from Utah Tech is they do hold on to the ball for a pretty long time on offense, if they have the ability to, and that's kind of what they're doing right now, running the time down. And he has two open down at the bottom. Luckily that was not the best pass, but that was a little bit scary. Two open guys.
Utah retains possession. Knocked by Arizona.
Another too wide of a shot.
Yeah, Jaheim didn't even make a move to the ball.
Mhm.
It was pretty far off net.
Mhm. Ooh, and a nice stop by Jaheim as he takes that one to the gut.
Goalie is mostly positioning, as is demonstrated on that save right there.
Mhm. Yeah, great stop on his end. Yeah. And that is going to be another goal for the University of Arizona. That one's going to Connor Detloff, number 2.
D. Mitty. Got to love to see the D. Mitty get a goal. Absolutely. Well, Jaheim is probably wanting to change the rules of lacrosse a little bit because he dumped it off to Deadloff and then scored.
Yeah.
Maybe had too many steps in there. I don't know if Jaheim can really pick up a legitimate assist.
I was going to say, give the assist to the goalie. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
His attacker's coming out. Number 9 with the pickup. So the University of Arizona remains possession. Looks like they're going to switch the field here as Jaheim brings this ball up. Maybe he can get another assist.
Jaheim is finding the open guy.
He
Very
really
well.
is, yeah. And his passes have been executing very well as well. Oh, and another shot attempt for the University of Arizona. However, it's deflected by the defender. And Utah Tech holds on to that ball, bringing big boys up. And he's, luckily for that save from number 12, he slid just in time. And another missed pass. Utah Tech is doing, it looks like a draw and dump each time. However, the person that they're dumping to doesn't seem to always know that the ball's coming. So I've seen that a couple of times here.
Yeah.
Mountain Ridge. Another shot attempt from number 7.
The up top.
Update everything, please.
And they're going to rotate this one around.
Wow. Like actually couldn't handle that pass.
Yeah, too much pressure on the ball there.
There was a lot of pressure on the ball. That was a bad pass. Next time you got to figure out.
Yeah.
Good pass.
Yeah, too many heads in the middle there. All right. Utah Tech doing their same thing, winding the clock down and trying to bring out their defenders. Seems like they really want University of Arizona to, fall for that same trick, play really tight defense and then get around them, but U of A's been pretty good so far.
No, they pulled back a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm.
Dodge from up top. Open.
And that is going to be a goal for Utah Tech. Is that number 47 or 32?
Don't know. I did not catch the goal. Who got it?
I think that was 47, Max Skosen, the attacker. That's going to make the score 2-2 here in the second. Luckily, the Cats have a face-off coming up here as they often win the face-offs. We'll see who this is in
Ball's up.
favor of. And
Arizona.
that's going to go to Arizona. Another win for 22 Hunter Kirby. Hunter Kirby has been doing exceptionally well in the face-off department these last two games.
Here's what he does well. Okay, so here's the inversion. So now the short, they switched on it.
Looks like they're going to put 9 in as their feeder.
Wow.
When will you guys know where the clock is?
We got a fast break. If he gets it, it's the fast break then.
All right, and defense really needs to prep for this, as those fast breaks can be this one is really scary, but luckily that one did not prevail.
Well, it was a turnover on that because
Mhm.
Okay.
it's just not a good play. Foul pass.
He finds his open guy here. We got the attackers set. That was
Oh,
a great pass from the bottom, and
here comes the counter
unfortunately,
fast break. Oh, slow break.
the pull saves the goalie again. Ooh, big hit from behind.
Yeah, they
Yep,
threw a flag. And
that looks
Obviously foul.
blindsided. Yes, that was a very blind hit there.
so is this Arizona's first man up opportunity?
I believe so, yes. Yep. So hopefully they're really good at taking advantage of this situation. We saw it last game. And so hopefully this pays off for the Cats.
So they're running a man up with 4 middies and 2 attackmen. There it is. Oh, save Billy.
Great stick skills and a great shot from number 40, however.
But really,
Another
Pat,
great save
that's
as
why
well.
he's shooting it from the other side of the field
Mhm.
because here comes the ball.
Yeah. He can do it all. Color commentary, and he can catch a ball.
He's like up there too.
Loudon Ridge. He takes a couple hits. That's nothing for him. Bang! Big shot from number 6.
Eklund.
Yes, Blake
Tucson boy.
Eklund. We love to see it. Some Tucson local talent making their way.
Well, it's just fundamentally a sound shot off the ground and goes in up high. Goalie has to go all the way low and it gets to bounce up high. Usually works.
Yeah, and I really like to see that University of Arizona is really changing up their shooting patterns. They could tell that their far out shots weren't working for them, and so they're switching it up a bit, and that's what you do when you have really good lacrosse IQ. Face off.
Oh yeah.
Comes up Arizona ball.
And it looks like Kirby would have had that ball until he got a little bit tripped up, so. All right, we got Carson Kraft with the ball. Main facilitator as he passes that one off to number 40. And unfortunately, a bad pass leads to Utah Tech getting possession here. I'm going to try and defend this.
Oh, that's a rainbow pass. That's scary.
There's a guy right open in the middle there, number 18. And they try to go for their shot. Good.
Goalie ball. Lost it in the sun.
Yep,
Did you see that?
yep, I did. Yep.
This is the time of day where it gets very difficult on this field.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like that was just a attempt to get the ball out of their stick. Seemed like he was getting beat up over there, so
Well, he was. I think
yeah.
if it didn't hit stick, I think he would have been called for a slash because he went pretty out of control.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Winding up and hit, but he got stick. So
All right.
So Arizona's in another man up.
With the type of offense that the University of Arizona plays, they should be able to get a shot off of this. By that I mean feeding from the bottom to their open cutter, but we will see. And unfortunately, another turnover. Let's see if U of A comes back up with it, and the ground ball is unsuccessful. Number 17 for Utah Tech. Just another ball thrown away. Really frustrating for both sides.
Well, they were going for the one more pass. Probably not advised that time.
And a missed pass. Giving Utah Tech, yeah, giving Utah Tech the ball back again.
Well, it's a 1-point ball game right now. This is
Looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, I think that touch call needs timeouts. They want to get their offense all dialed in.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the second quarter has felt a lot longer than the first one.
Well, I think Arizona's just got to take advantage of this sun right
hmm
now, take some shots at that goalie, right at their shadow.
hmm
He won't see the ball.
Yeah, I think what I've noticed on both sides of the field today is just there's been a lot of scrappiness, both in good and bad ways, where we're seeing not the best passes being made, but at the same time, I do see hustle for the ball, which is making up for it.
Yep.
Out of focus? I don't know. We've got our so we have our cameras panned back as far as we can because they said we weren't wide enough last time, so that maybe that could be the issue. Our Wi-Fi's really weak out here. So yeah.
He's open. Nice block. Go back to the top. No,
Oh,
it's pointing over to Arizona.
wow.
It was a shot. It was a shot. It wasn't an out of bounds play. Not very often that you see the shot call on the other side of the
Yeah,
field.
I know. Usually, yeah, the ball's not bouncing that far out, but that was a good call there. University of Arizona's getting set up.
That's
All
what
right, they got their first line middies on.
well, you're gonna have to
Go
wear cleats. So
out here. This is where they want to shoot. Oh, Blake didn't catch the ball.
Yep.
Going the other way. So Utah Tech is being patient. They're not pushing it. They're going to get their guys on,
hmm
set up their offense.
so let's yeah. So let's
X.
see if we can slide it over.
Yeah, it looks like they're just waiting for University of Arizona to make their own mistakes.
There's the save.
And that was a good save there by Jameer. Or Jaheim, sorry. For Jaheim.
I believe that's a half.
Yep. And that is going to take Utah Tech and University of Arizona into halftime. My name is Kiana Watchman, and I'm here with Bake Schaefer, and we're reporting for you for the Varsity Sports Show.
Break. Okay. All right. So let's